Hi there, Sagittarius. Thank you so very much for your patience with this reading. It is your mid-July reading. It will span roughly the 15th to the 31st. Of course, energy is fluid though, so it may permeate a little before the 15th, a little after the 31st. Let's get started. Sagittarius, what I'm feeling for you here is I'm hearing heart space. Okay, heart space, community, active engagement. There's something about holding this space, Sagittarius. Okay, and you do rule the ninth house, right? It's very much a philanthropic sort of energy to the Sagittarian archetype, and that which may have to do with, I'm hearing matters of love for a number of you, but strongly coming through community, building community, shaping communities, understanding of community, what community means to you, what is your community that you see yourself in the world. I'm hearing resonating with. How do you see yourself in the world? And you pulled the World card, okay, overlaying the Daughter of Swords. Both very much starry night sky sort of energies, right? The twinkling sort of lights that loom above this Daughter of Swords owl, and that which we see surrounding this globe on the World card. There is a focus on, I'm hearing aesthetics, dreaming, a big focus for you on seeing clearly all the possibilities and the one that makes sense just for you. Just for you. What do you see? Right? What do you see, Sagittarius? I'm hearing molding, taking form, shaping. I'm also hearing recollection. Where have I come from to go? How the past connects to my present, to what I feel to be my future. I'm hearing that which belongs to me as an independent individual, and yet a pivotal, functioning part of the greater whole. Now, okay, we have here this sort of trickle-down effect of cards. You have the Father of Swords, which popped out. I pulled it out in upside down. It's in reverse, and it's almost dripping from this Three of Swords in reverse and this Son of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, now these two cards sit just next to this rose quartz crystal. Speaking of the heart chakra, speaking of, again, right, that space that we hold for ourselves, first and foremost, connecting ourselves to ourselves, which then becomes the reserve by which we are able to harmonize internally and externally, whatever this force is, whatever this, I'm hearing play on words, however you take it, Sagittarius, it's coming through for you. That I'm hearing masquerade, and it sits again, right? Situated just next to the Son of Pentacles, Three of Swords in reverse, which has dripping from it the Father of Swords. Okay, now you have a father, you have a son, and you have a daughter. There are three characters here. You also have the Son of Cups. Aha, overlaying the Six of Wands, both in reverse, overlaying this crystal quartz wand. Now, there is, I'm hearing a directive line of focus, and I'm also hearing premonition. So there's something that is coming to light that you foreshadowed, that you saw coming before you saw the light. so to speak. And it's interesting because nearly all of these characters, right, they're looking in different directions. There's a little bit of a sense of chaos. Okay, the Daughter of Swords, okay, but I did say Wands, so there may be an interplay of fire and air as it pertains to this individual. They may have, if it is an individual that you feel doesn't represent you, okay, in some shape or form, take it as you will, right? General reading, Sagittarius, but there is perhaps an interplay, okay, between action and activation of the vision, of the strategy, of the world that we recognize we create, Now, okay, I was going to say, right, there is somewhat of a, I'm hearing ley line, and I'm hearing chaos, something about frequency, many different lines of communication, okay, going in different directions, right? It's like antennae. There's a lot going on, but there's also a lot coming to a close, okay, in a way that fastens any loose ends that I'm hearing may have clouded your spectacles, where there was this feeling of confusion, lack of clarity, feeling stuck. I'm hearing smudging. Okay, there is a cleansing effect that is had and held at the same time, right? Holding the space and experiencing what comes by way of that moment. I'm hearing that momentary silence, holding the peace, holding the space for silence. To sing the song of love, I'm hearing that, okay. I'm hearing rebuttal. There's something about perhaps a communication that surrounds matters of love, the love space, community. What is love? What does love mean to you? And I'm hearing prophesizing, I'm hearing professing, okay, and coming through the ley line, there is, I'm also hearing doctrine, okay, and these are all very much Sagittarian sort of words, so to speak, energies that are oftentimes, right, signified by the quest to seek more, further beyond what it is that we just simply know, that we think that we know. We seek what lies beneath the surface, and wherever that takes us, right? We understand that it's that, I'm hearing that purging, it's that depth that we seek of what we know that has a sort of cleansing effect, right? I'm hearing on the whole process of creation, where do we begin and where does that take us? And how is that cyclical, right? A cycle of manifestation. And there's a momentary presence. I'm hearing a momentary presence. Candlelit. I'm hearing candlelit dinner. However this may resonate with a number of you Sagittarius, again, there's a great focus. It's like this is just lit up, whatever this interaction is. But I'm getting that it's profoundly purifying. There's clarity, there's light. The light of love shines through, okay, from a place, I'm hearing from that happy place, where all comes full circle. It all comes full circle. And I don't need to understand it. I don't need to rationalize it. I just feel it. I feel the love that I'm hearing we collectively hold. And that is what is my extraction from whatever this, I'm hearing this pain, this sorrow has been. I'm hearing the masquerade, whatever show has been shown. I'm ready to step out of that theater and live as one, however you take it, Sagittarius, right? I'm hearing play on words. It may, right, in play, a show, a stage set. There's something coming to, I'm hearing fruition, to clarity, but the way I feel it is not in terms of, again, the clarity by way of the light of day, of the turning of time, the wheel. I don't see it in that way. I see it in terms of acceptance of your principles and your values, Sagittarius. What drives you through and through and through everything and anything and anyone that you come into contact with, that you experience? What drives you through them? What connects you all in that grid work? In that grid work of energy, light, frequency, time, space. What are your values? I'm hearing, what are your values? And it's by way of your creativity that you channel these personal philosophies that you hold to be true to you, not because of what the situation that you're experiencing or you've experienced means for you, brings you to mean to yourself. What is that core, that nucleus of who and what you are, that perhaps no one sees you as, no one sees through you or beyond you, but that which you know is fundamentally hearing your character of intuition, that which connects you to yourself, within yourself, right? My body, soul, my personality, my essence, how the way I express myself is connected to the way that I experience myself as a soul, how my soul experiences itself through my physical existence. How are those worlds in unison, in line with one another, to which point I am operating from a place that is just so very seamless, so streamlined. I keep hearing grid work, ley line. This energy came through for a number of you. Now, okay, in the previous readings, there is an absolute, I'm hearing disheveling of purpose. You are pulling the drawers out, Sagittarius. You're like, let's take a really close look at what's been sitting in them, what's been laying in them. And it may be energetic, right? You're like, I know there's nothing in that drawer, but I'm going to open it because I feel something there that may need to be, right, clarified, cleared. There's a great focus on cleansing for you, Sagittarius. Purification, it's divine, whatever this is. Again, I don't feel that it is by way of the mental clarity. I do feel that you have that as well. I feel that you have that focus on air during this time, right? Whatever time means to you, time is somewhat of an illusion, right? I do feel though that there is this awareness of, I'm hearing what lies beneath, okay, but also what lies above the surface. So whatever you recognize, whatever you see, it's not because, yet again, right, you're standing right at the horizon and you see the horizon. It's that you have your eyes closed and you're allowing everything to feed and to flow through you. the energy for both of those polarities of the truth, the matter of your existence. I almost said Pisces, so if you know Pisces, if you have a Pisces rising, ascendant, or moon sign, then you may want to check that video out. But there is an ethereal, dream-like trance. I'm hearing of a signal, You may be finding your answers in faraway places, not by way of time and space, but by way of how we perceive them to be in the dimension that we are experiencing, or that we are consciously experiencing at that moment in that place and time. Right? So there is I'm hearing centrifuge, whatever this may mean to a number of you. There is a vortex of energy, and you are guided, Sagittarius, to continue along this path, to move through it. And it requires of you to nearly vacuum all of the dark space, the matter that you have, I'm hearing that has accumulated in your midst. It's like going through TSA and gotta take it all off. Right? To make it through the portal. What am I leaving behind? What was never mine that I associated with? I'm hearing out of bounds. Where have you been taken out of your own bounds of being? I'm hearing soliloquy, song. Where? Something about singing, the ranges of frequency, sound, light. Where do you operate within the parameters of your personal philosophy? And you are the philosopher of the zodiac, Sagittarius. I almost said Pisces again. So again, right, there is this strong Neptunian flow, influx of energy. Whatever this is, whatever this, I'm hearing premonition, whatever this visualization may have been and is for you, brings you a sense of calmness, no matter what it is that you face before you. You recognize that we are just embers of that same light, right? Everything we see being light, frequency, matter being solid, being an illusion. It's the clarity to see the light that we don't see in what we see. You are profoundly visualizing the world in a completely different way. In the way that you see for yourself. You see by yourself. To which point you just take these spectacles off, Sagittarius, and you're soaring. You're soaring. You're soaring. There's something about, it's ironic in a way, right? It's depending on how we see it. It's like, I'm going to take my glasses off so I can fly. It's like, wait a second. Didn't you need your glasses to fly? Don't you need your glasses to see? Like, no, I don't need my glasses. I never need my glasses, right? Because the way I'm seeing myself forward through and through requires of me a very different line of vision and sight. I know that what I see is a matter of what I set my sights on. That is the height that I reach in my direction, and the directionality of my motion and movement and progress is determined just by way of how high I am willing to go. That is the ceiling. That is the seeing that we are boundless, that there is none other than potential. I'm hearing light potential, right? So what transcends boundaries of time, space, matter, illusion, right? Even the mind, we're taking it all off, and we are closing our eyes to take a deeper dive, a closer look at what really serves us in our purpose forward. What is it that I'm hearing channels you, tunes your spirit. I'm hearing tunes your spirit, Sagittarius. What drives you? I'm hearing drives you, excites you, brings you to that happy place. I'm zeroing in on my citrine calcite stone. Okay, and I'm beckoning. I'm being heated to ask you what form you see this stone taking. What does this look like to you? And of course, right, it may resonate differently for everyone. But Sagittarius, I'm hearing eclipse. Now, okay, you have 2 2s off in the right-hand corner of your spread. Okay, far right-hand corner. 2 of Swords, 2 of Pentacles. Okay, 2 of Pentacles in reverse, 2 of Swords upright. Very interesting. Very, very interesting, because there is this culminating sort of energy, right, with the 2 of Swords, bringing whatever this force is. I'm hearing force of nature. Whatever this force is, this magnitude of momentum, of the understanding that you don't understand necessarily, but that you get on a level that the rational mind, right, does not have the passport to enter. Right? It's like that world, off limits. Even if you've got the passport, right, we're really, really careful about who we're taking in to whatever this land is, whatever this, however you take it, right? The dreamland, the dreamscape. I'm hearing oracle, okay, oasis land, whatever it is that takes you there, is of your making, That is your transit. I'm hearing period, point. That's where you are taken through the cycle, and where you find your happy place. You surrender. You surrender to all that you thought you knew about yourself before you reached this point. And that world is completely different, Sagittarius. I almost said Capricorn, so however this resonates with you, you did pull the Son of Pentacles in reverse, okay? Father of Swords, if this is an individual, okay, which I do feel for a number of you it may be pertaining to a certain relationship, okay, a partnership, professional partnership as well. There is strong, I'm again hearing masquerade between these 2 individuals, Son of Pentacles, Father of Swords. They may be one and the same. One who holds a position of great intellectual suit, intellectualism. There's a focus on literary aspects of behavior, whatever that may mean to a number of you. There's a focus on air and earth together. Now, whoever this individual is may be coming through in regards to whatever the situation is of surrender. But surrendering to not what this is, who they are, but who you have been through the entire experience, regardless of, again, who you encounter, what you experience, who you, right, interact with. At the end of the day, who are you, Sagittarius? So again, your clarity, I don't feel is coming from the outside in. I feel that it's coming deeply, right? From a place that you've always held within you. This reserve, I'm hearing reserve. Now, okay, what I'm getting here is surrendering to the possibilities by way of releasing our fixed perceptions of where we're going, what we're doing, what we've come here to do, and where we've come from to go. There's a big what if. There's a big, I'm hearing natural inclination. Okay, and I keep hearing Philosopher's Stone, Sagittarius, right? There is a big focus on the philosophism. That's just a word. If it's not, you're making them. You're making up your words. It's like your dictionary. Again, this is your world that you're creating. And no one may understand. It may not make sense to anyone but you. And it's almost like that's the point. That is the point, Sagittarius. That you enter. I'm hearing these higher realms. I'm hearing checkpoint, checkmate. Now, there's a big, right, a what if, but I don't feel it in terms of what if. Oh my gosh, what if? What if this? What if that? Uh-oh. Like, I don't feel that it's an uh-oh situation. I feel that you're like, yeah, what if? And I like that. I like having that open space for me to always dream of the possibilities, not fear them, right? But dream with them, dreaming with the possibilities of the boundless potential that this whole process signifies for me. And you may not, right, know where that takes me, where this takes me, where it takes us all, right? As I feel that you may be guiding something through. If you feel that you resonate with this, guiding something through, you're like, I kind of know where we're going, guys, but I also don't, and that's the point. And that is the point. And who comes with me? Who comes with me? I understand. Is already a part of me. It's an illusion, right? That we acquire, that we make happen, that we accept something, someone into our world, right? That boundary that is traversed is just an illusion. Where someone enters our life and leaves it is superfluous. Because we are all one and the same, and it's a matter of how are we resonating at any given moment in time and space. I'm hearing values. Who resonates with your values truly, deeply, on levels that are unspoken? Not because I like purple ice cream. Me too. We're the same, right? It's like, who do I just feel that deep, I'm hearing dark, resonance with? Whereby we know that we're almost one and the same. We're not the same. We're not similar. We are one and the same. We embody, we occupy that same heart space. I'm getting heart chakra strongly for you. We occupy that same space of holding that light and that vibration. It's just a matter of resonance, Sagittarius. It's just a matter of resonance. What and who resonates with you, vibrates with you, as you, in that same moment of stillness, of, I'm hearing self-reflection. So as you come into your own, I'm hearing Philosopher's Stone, and I'm losing my voice slowly as I progress through this reading. There is this focus on silence, the quiet space that you may be feeling towards the end of the month that brings you into this place of recognition, losing the voice, recognition, right, of what holds value for you, what holds meaning for you, not because I'm hearing it's matter, not because it matters. We are all, yet again, right, connected. We all exist in this connective space of light. It's just a matter, yet again, of what wave are we riding at sea, right? How are we sailing our ships forward? And again, Sagittarius, who comes with you? Who comes with you is resonating at your frequency. It's just a matter of that. There's no bidding farewell. That's what I'm hearing. There's no bidding farewell. Who doesn't come with you? It's not a matter of, I keep hearing purple, white, purple and white, and I'm being drawn to this sodalite stone, okay, which has a sort of deep, dark navy blue, purpley sort of hue that is contrasted by this tiger stripe of white. Right? And there's this crossover effect. This came through for another sign, strongly. Was it Virgo? Okay. And you recognize where we cross over one line, we are fed back into the loop. Where are we going? Where are we going? I'm hearing premonition. I'm hearing speak softly. Again, my voice, right? It's like don't even speak. It's like we need to listen. We need to listen. We need to heed the answers, the whispers. I'm hearing from up above, our internal GPS, our guidance. We need to listen for ourselves. And as we say that, the bird is chirping outside my window. And it's like nature's call. Nature's call. You may be feeling your way through nature. I'm hearing premonition again, strongly. Whatever this understanding of the unfolding of events, I'm hearing awakening. Maybe you have understood it on a level that is unspoken, that is very much guided, but that is unspoken, but heard through the forces of nature. I'm hearing recollection again, recollection. Okay, now I'm hearing surveying the past. There is you are being, it's a very Neptunian feeling. Very, woo, Sagittarius, super Neptunian, like you are, but I'm hearing you're holding the space. You've got to hold the space, and you get that. I see you. You're on this like this canoe. It's like a canoe. It's like a little dinghy, a little mini, not a raft, but it's like a wooden little boat. Okay, and I see you. It's like a hermit type of energy with on the Rider-Waite tarot deck hermit card. Okay, where right you've got the hermit and he's holding this lantern and he's got this almost like this wizard's cape. He's moving through the darkness, what seems to be the darkness, but by way of holding that space of inner enlightenment, introspection. Okay, and there is this focus for you on Virgoan energy. So if you know Virgo, if you have a Virgo rising, ascendant, or moon sign, then you may want to check that video out. And we do hold every constellation, right? And its energy in our chart somewhere. So wherever Virgo is may be referencing, right, the energy that speaks of Virgo. But there is a line of vision, Sagittarius, that you hold and that only you hold. And others recognize that. Others recognize that in you. They understand. I'm hearing they want to be one with you. They want to join you wherever you're going. Even if you're like, guys, I don't really know where we're going. But I have that key. I have the key to unlock and unravel the mysteries that the sea holds before us for discovery. We all do. And I'm just showing you how. How your reality is every reality. Everyone is just one. Parts of the whole. Pieces of the same pie. Again, you are holding the space, Sagittarius. I cannot emphasize that enough. There is this, I use like you're holding on to whatever this lantern is, so to speak, right? Internally, this force of nature with everything you've got, with all of you. You're saying, if I'm going to hold the light, I have to be the light. I am just a pillar of light, and that's all that I can be in this moment. I have to be it completely. That would mean being it, sharing it. I'm hearing loving it, enlightening. I'm hearing others along the path. And I see you, right? You're like on this little dinghy, this little wooden, creaky little boat, right? And the image I'm getting is, this came through, was it okay, Scorpio perhaps. Perhaps it was Scorpio. I was getting, perhaps it was Leo. Okay. Nonetheless, Sagittarius, there was this vision of a pillar of light. Okay, pillars of light, but then also at the top of those pillars of light, a sort of like a crescent of light that formed the sort of roof of these two pillars of light. There is this image coming through for you as well. Okay, but in terms of the boat, okay, that you're riding on, and you are like moving through. I see you entering into this cave, like on sea, right? Entering into this cave, and it's getting darker and darker as you move into it. But then, right, as it becomes darker, the light that you shine becomes ever more bright, right? By way of the contrast. If you're holding a light, right, outside in the daylight, right, you won't really see it. Right? It sort of blends in. But when you move into that cave, you go into that space, that crevice, where light has not touched. Light, I'm hearing, is brought. I'm I'm hearing your gifts, your talents hold their own. And that is where this clarity remains. Your clarity lies where there is this darkness. And it's these moments that you step into. There is such a focus for you, Sagittarius. I cannot emphasize it enough that you are holding a space and you feel so guided to do this. You feel so guided to do this. You feel so, there's an impending nature and focus to whatever this is that you feel it. You're like, I feel it in my bones and beyond. Forget my bones. I'm operating in realms that I don't physically exist in. And that requires me to flow, to just flow with it. Okay, and I'm getting this feeling of parting water. Okay, so whatever this may mean to you, my left hand, Sagittarius, through this whole sort of last 10 minutes or so, okay, of this reading is so, it's like so, it's like supported, so strongly supported. You are abiding by your personal philosophy, your law, your view of the world and nature. Nature, the laws and the forces of nature. You're being guided through them. Heed the whispers, the patterns that you see, that you feel in yourself as a part of nature. And by way of, right, coming into your own as a natural being, you then merge. That is the merging point with the landscape. The landscape. So whatever you face, whatever you go into, it's like a shape-shifting by way of becoming one with yourself and one with it all. With all. Again, a focus on community. Okay, Sagittarius, you are the sounding board. You are the foundation, the reserves. You hold the reserves. You are the trailblazer. Pave that path, the path that takes you within yourself, okay? Takes you within yourself. To which point the only guidance that you hear is that which you give yourself. And I'm hearing light show, banter, chit chat, lightheartedness. There is a focus on how all of the little things play a fundamental role in the greater whole. How everything above really reflects everything below. And even the simplest of exertions of self contribute to mass scales, levels of awareness. Sagittarius, you hold tremendous power in every, I'm hearing echelon of your existence. Do not underestimate the power of your words as well. You're holding this light, this frequency, this space Where does this take you and others? Sagittarius, what a beautiful reading. Oh my goodness. It's so far beyond, right? In so many ways, where you understand, the parameters of possibility. You're recognizing that there are none. That's what makes possibility possibility. Because I am a living ember of possibility and creation. And it's my vibration, my form that I take that takes me there to experience more of me, more of my possibilities, more of my light, and how I shed light on the necessity to see the light yet again in what we don't even see. I'm hearing daring to go where no one has dared before. Because it's for you, Sagittarius. It's for you to recognize your potential. No one is going to take you there. You are holding that lamplight. You are the conductor of, I'm hearing that wave. Ride it through, right? Because you are riding with yourself. You're riding with yourself. And where that wave may bring you to a point of, where am I taking myself? Where are we going? Yet again, however you take it, we, me, and myself. Me, myself, and I. Be it the reference point for this card, right? However you take it. Or all of us. How are we driven through ourselves to find this wholeness and completeness? To bring it full circle. I'm hearing seismic waves, something about I'm hearing in tandem, hold hands. That's what I'm hearing. Hold hands, hold the light, hold the frequency. There is a summation of impending focus on this light. The awareness that we collectively hold of it. I feel this, there is this it's like an electrical current, super strong surge of energy through almost my whole body. Okay, and whatever this experience is, you are becoming one with it. That is the best way that I can put it, the only way really that feels right? It's like no less than. You're not just an observer of it. You are both the creator and you are the creator of the experience, Sagittarius, and you are the experience itself. And you are experiencing yourself. So the more that you come into your own, the more that you flow, I'm hearing you, the more that you ride in tandem with the path and not just the bike along the path, but you become the path. That is when I'm hearing all systems are go. This is profound, and it's like the parting. There's like a parting of there's a parting. Okay, the parting. There's a focus on parting in many different ways. I'm seeing it in many different ways. There is right enclosures. There's closure. There are chapters that end and begin at the same time before one another. You are. I'm hearing the closing out. You get it. You understand that this is a shifting of paradigms. Okay, all right. Now, where one ends, another begins. Ending is an illusion. Beginning is an illusion. It's where we recognize the process all together and our place in it that is shifting. What we recognize is our dimension, is our reality, is our paradigm of thought. There is a focus on thought paradigms, how we shape our vision of our world, We are yet again the creator of it, by way of the intellectual mind as well, harnessing that creative, right, thinking, but not to the point where our thinking is controlling and limiting our creativity, but where they are moving in tandem, right? Where I am surrendering as I'm hearing a being of light to the frequency that I know I am to hold, and I'm feeling like a bird right now. I feel this flight, and you're almost like, I know I can fly even though I'm a human. I may have been set to experience life in this form, but I am so much more than that, and I can do so much more than that, and that takes me so much farther than I've known before. And I see, Sagittarius, that you're I'm hearing outlier philosophy. You get it. You are ready to see all of you and everything that comes with by way of you. And you're saying, I'm ready to reshape, to reclaim my philosophy in the lands that take me there, that take me back to myself, that bring me home, that take me to that happy place. Zeroing in on citrine again, as I say that, and the rose quartz crystal. What takes me there? I'm ready to reshape my understanding so that this new beginning is exactly of my own making. In their sets, right? The stage of suspension, of possibility, of complete and utter knowingness, of the unknowingness of what comes before you. Just when you accept that it doesn't need to be anything. It doesn't need to fit anything or anyone. Any schema of rationalized behavior, thought. The key is to flow. To flow. And that is where I feed myself my answers. That is where the water rushes in, and it's a greatly, greatly, greatly purifying process of recollection, Sagittarius, of why you've come here. It's so profound. Have a beautiful July, Sagittarius. Let us see where this takes us. I'm Sagittarius moon, so I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. And I'm a Pisces sun, so as some of you may know, right? It's the Neptunian sort of energy coming through strongly. There may absolutely yet again be a focus on the Pisces archetype for you during this time and anything that may be associated with it. I did mention sodalite at one point during the reading. So sodalite speaks of dreaming. It's kind of a Neptunian energy, meditative, things like that. So whatever that may mean for you in particular, Sagittarius, there is I'm hearing a need to channel this energy, whatever this is that you feel, right? Because there's a lot of energy coming through, a lot of spectacles. Okay, you're feeling, you're observing, you're perceiving a lot, and it may be by way of meditation. Okay, but I'm feeling for you that not only there is also a dimension that you're tapping into by way of just aligning with your frequency in any given moment, at any time, right? Yet again, time and space being an illusion. It's just when we, tune in and observe. And you're doing that, okay? You're doing that. So what comes through to you, right? When you align, is like you may be feeling a lot. You may be hearing a lot of things. You may be seeing a lot of things that you've never seen before. You're like, what is that? What is that? Right? But the more that you embody what you perceive, rather than seeing it as like I am just merely the observer of. I am me, and what I'm seeing is that. The more that you feel what you see, and you ride with that wave, and I do feel that you are. I feel that you are, and you will be very much so. There is a trance-like energy to whatever this is. You, I'm hearing egghead, whatever that may mean to a number of you, Sagittarius. Somewhat cheeky there, but there is a reference. Okay, there is a reference. And if you think about it, what is an egg? What is an egg? It's creative potential. It's a birth awaiting. It's a whole world unhatching, hatching, unhatched. That, it's like, it's all in the head. It's all in the mind. It's all in the intentions that you set. You are, yet again, the creator of what you create, and you are what you create. It's a part of you. So Sagittarius, I hope that this reading was helpful for you, and I highly recommend you to check out your rising, ascendant, or moon sign as well, as oftentimes those may provide you with further insights into your situation. In fact, we are every sign. It's an illusion that we are just one sign, right? I'm a sun sign, Pisces, I'm only Pisces. We have a sun, we have a moon, we have every planet, right? And every constellation exists within time and space when we're born. So it's just a matter, of how much of each energy, how much of each archetype feeds itself through us, right? And how much of a certain light we reflect and we emit. So wherever each constellation aligns with the houses in your chart, that's where that energy is coming through. So let's say, right, you have Virgo on your 6th house. It's a little bit of astrology, right? But I feel that it's an impending focus. There is a relevance to the Virgoan archetype for you, Sagittarius, right? But it's going to be applied to your 6th house, which happens to be the ruling house of Virgo. Okay, but right there is relevance to everything, to everyone. Yet again, this focus on community, right, and holistic embodiment of being that you recognize in a philosophical way, in a material, tangible way, in an understanding of sorts that just enlightens your experience of it. Now, you may find that every sign, right? Let's say you go and you watch the Virgo video. You may find that it applies for you in the area of life that the house that Virgo cusps rules. So let's say you have Virgo on your 9th house, cusping your 9th house. Okay. Then the energies that come through for Virgo, right, may be coloring, may be channeled by way of whatever the 9th house, right, means for you, represents for you. And that may be different for everyone, right, given the planetary alignments and things like that in our chart. All right. If you want to take a deeper dive with this, you can, of course, you can find your placements and look into it that way. I do have a few services on my website. I have an astrology full-length report that I do manually by hand, and it's back in stock. So it's called the Soul's Gold Astrology Report and Interpretation. That's on my website, www.alchemy.com. If you want to have a really sort of in-depth oversight of how your personal chart works, everyone's is different a little here and there. So if that's of interest for you, otherwise, I am being beckoned to mention that if you are drawn to watch a certain sign, okay, and you're like, well, I'm not that sign. I'm not Virgo, or I'm not, or whatever. I keep mentioning Virgo, right? And Virgo did come strongly through for you, okay? But, right, yet again, it's like, if you are drawn to listen to a certain message anywhere, in any moment, right? It's like, even if it doesn't make sense, there may be, right, a reference point for you there, as we're all, right, connected, we're all one, yet again, and we're all comprised of the same life force. So thank you so much again, Sagittarius. I hope this reading was helpful for you, and please have a beautiful July, and thank you so very much for all of your likes, your comments, your subscriptions. I'm so touched by all of you, and I'll be back soon with your August reading. All right, so stay tuned for it. And one more announcement, this is a lengthy video here, but I'm feeling compelled to mention it. I have added a Twitter handle, okay? And if you are looking to keep in the loop with updates on videos, right? So if some are delayed, I may post an update on the Twitter handle, then you may want to follow that account. And the handle is Alchemy in You, Twitter. I've put the link in the description box below. All right. So yeah, if you want to keep in loop with the updates on the channel, the website services, things like that, I'll be posting there. All right. So thank you so much again, Sagittarius. Have a beautiful July, and I will see you soon. Bye.